It happens.
It didn't mean to do it. But nephew Freddie. George?
Come on. Still in the back of the frame.
Nephew Freddie loves to share, sorry, I was searching for the line there, loves to share videos, and it just so happens our next item would be perfect for nephew Freddie, the rebellious side of the Freeman family. Let me put you back there. Boy, oh boy. Thank you, Leah, darling. Really wonderful. So wonderful. Okay. Oh, this is good. This is very good. How many of us have heard of that I can't say the word, brand out there that has, the action camera? It costs $200, $300, $400. Well, there is a buyer that works for us here at HSN, one of our wonderful colleagues. His name is Harry, who has done this for the Monday night show, and he's brought Mr. Joe Harrison in, the expert, of course. We have one and done the amazing Sharper Image. This is the 4K action cam. First time ever in colors, blue, red, black, and yellow. You get every single attachment. This is a weatherproof case. You get the bike mount. We can be in the mud, we can be in the sand, we can be in the water, and we can capture near 4K quality video. It's not $300, and it's certainly not $200. In fact, I said, no, I won't do it at $100. At $89.95 with free shipping and handling and 5 flex pay, a fantastic gift idea for somebody in your life. Joe, sir, I know this has been a work in progress for a while. We've never seen the colors before.
Right.
I went a little while ago, about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Right.
I went with Joe and a few other colleagues here from HSN to Disney World. Joe had the action cam with us. We went to Epcot to the food and wine thing.
Yes, we did.
And let me tell you, Joe was all over the place with this. In fact, here's the video. Look, that's me.
Listen, Adam found a British phone booth.
I felt like I was at home.
Yeah, well, it's got out guys. And it's Adam Freeman in shorts. You rarely see that. So that's a unicorn in itself. But the thing about having a dash cam, or that dash cam, things about having an action camera that's like this is that it's so small, it's so compact, it's not something big and bulky that you have to carry around. It's quick and it takes amazing footage, up to 4K quality, and it's all done with that lens right there. It's a fisheye lens, so you can see in 130 degrees in every direction, has a rechargeable battery, and even has a huge display on the backside so you can see exactly what's going on. Most action cameras, you have no display whatsoever. You don't know what you're shooting until you bring the footage back. Here, with one touch of a button, I can record video, I can record photos if I want to it as well. I can record at 30 frames a second. I can also record in time lapse and slow-mo. So many cool things, but I want to get back to the video, because for me as a parent, this is one of the new things. Where's my video I wanted to show you? This is one of the new things, and by the way, when you plug it into your computer, this is what it looks like. It has all these different video clips that you then select. I attached it to my drone. We had an amazing drone that was available as a Today Special. I attached it to the drone, and look at that, Adam. I'm seeing everything. Cool. Isn't that not incredible? All in beautiful 1080 or 4K quality, better than 1080p. I went to a resort, and there was a little giraffe that was outside of the resort, and I got the little video of that.
Oh my gosh.
I can see everything. It was a little baby giraffe. But Adam, this is now my go-to camera. I don't carry anything else. I carry my Sharper Image action camera because it's the best quality footage that I've ever had. And when the kids are playing, or even my son and I, we just went on vacation, and there's the cruise ship in the background. I'm getting a little bit of the landscape. It has an infinity focus, so whether the action's right in front of you, or the action's way in the mountain on the right, or the cruise ship on the left, it focuses on all of that, and most action cameras start at $200. Yeah. And then you have to start buying all the different accessories. What you're getting today is an unbelievable value, because when you want to go underwater, and you have an action camera, first off, you have to go out and then go and buy the mount. Well, we're including the underwater case, which is truly waterproof, it's dustproof, it's mudproof, it's snowproof, you've got all that. We're including the helmet clip. We're including the bike clip, which is a bar clip. That's probably the most popular clip that you're gonna end up using. We even give you a suction cup or a sticker adhesive that you can now mount this onto a wall, mount it onto the car. So many cool things, and it all comes just on a tiny little package that once you go ahead and start recording, the battery on here, it would last me an entire week on a cruise ship. I didn't have to charge it once. That's how phenomenal it is. When the moment comes, you just push that one little button, and now you're recording in 4K video.
It is the best gift for your son. It is the best gift for your husband, for your daughter, anybody. Remember, this is a camera, so this is your new camera that's gonna go everywhere. This is the camera that you'll take with you on vacation, on that cruise, when you're at the beach, when you're outside, when you're playing dirty in the mud, wherever you are. You take it, I mean, listen, it fits in the palm of your hand. You realize the quality of this camera is near 4K. And for $89, it's such a good deal. I don't know why we don't do it more often. Even when we just had the black, it was only on the air like 3 or 4 times. We have the colors for the first time ever. If you want the Monday Night Show blue, I have fewer than 500. We have the beautiful red. There's that really great yellow. This concept is so darn hot. You know, in the media, in the news, you hear all about that one particular company that is the leader, but they charge $300. Very much worth it. But what Sharper Image have done with their action cam is replicate and duplicate all of that incredible versatility and functionality and deliver it at a price that there's no arguing. This is fun. This is fun and it's affordable, especially with free shipping and flex. I know Joe mentioned it, but I just want to reiterate, there's no, and you need to get this, and to do this, you need to get that. When you call to order, everything that Joe is doing, you will be able to do because every attachment is included, not an extra purchase, You're right. Probably one of the most popular ones you're going to use is this one called the bar clip. It's the bicycle mount. So what it does is it allows you to attach it to different bikes, attach it to a selfie stick, attach it to the fence, and you can record there. It also has a helmet mount. So if you want to attach this to the helmet or even attach it to your chest or to your arm, you've got that too. And then the other one is really what I call the life-proof case. So you take your Sharper Image camera, you attach it inside the case itself, and then you seal this off. This is going to be sealed. This is good for up to 100 feet below the water. And now what I can do is in front of me, if I want to dunk this, like my mom, every time she comes down to Florida, she takes her camera down to the beach and a little bit of sand just gets in there, Adam, and it destroys that camera. I don't have to worry about it at all. It's going to work fine because you've got that life-proof case. And now to clean it off, well, let me just go ahead and dunk it in some water. Scared. So now I can put it in the water and you can still see in the back, I'm still recording in 4K quality, truly life-proof technology, and I'm ready to go. So it doesn't matter when the event comes around, whatever you want to shoot with, you're able to do it. And I want to show you some more video that I have, because this is, I was on my vacation, and I'm able to show it, and this is my daughter and I, we're on a water roller coaster. It doesn't that seem as if you're right there? Yeah. Like it is edge to edge, that ultra wide 130-degree angle. There's water that's splashing all over the place, but I don't have to worry about it damaging the camera because it's in that life-proof case. And then if I just want to pull it out and be able to take it somewhere else, like look at the quality of just the flowers that we had growing around in our house. How vivid, how clear, how sharp it is. You're relying on Sharper Image, which has been an amazing company with amazing technology for 30 years. We're now bringing that technology here. And then the other cool thing is maybe your kids are in band. Maybe you love to play the guitar. We've got one of the guys here, Eddie, he plays the guitar. We strapped it, used the helmet mount. We strapped it on into the guitar, and now you get this really cool action. So if your kids are in the marching band, they can put this on their instrument and go up and down the field. So many amazing things you can do because every mount that you need, every single one of them is included. I think it's because it's so small. A lot of us scratch our heads and it's like, I don't understand. You're telling me it does all these things. This is what the sensation is. Folks love this. If you are searching for a gift, we have got it and we'll do it for a flex pay of $18. Now we send it to you. Listen, if they don't love it, or you don't love it, you send it back. By January 31st, you get 100% refund of the purchase price. I feel real confident about this one. Having seen what it does, having seen what it's done, experiencing it with Joe when we took it to the theme park, seeing the quality. How many of us have kids who watch YouTube all the time with all these YouTube superstars? That was when we were on test drive. That's us. So and I'm just holding it right on the side because it's so small, Adam. I don't have to carry this big, bulky camera. I'm holding it right there, and then we turn around, and all of our hair is just sticking straight up. There's Adam in the back row there. We had so much fun, you know, just using it on one of the rides. So it's so cool that you can do. And then if you want to take it at night, even at low light situation, Adam, the fireworks show they had, all of a sudden the fireworks came from all over the place, not just from one place. We were surrounded by fireworks. And if I were to use my regular camera, I wanted to capture a small portion of that. Now I'm able to capture every single firework from every single angle. Leave it up to a Sharper Image
image. We're giving you all those features for cameras that normally are $300 and $400 just by themselves. Now we're giving you the features and we're giving you all those amazing mounts.
All right, folks, we're looking at last call on the blue. We're going to put 5 minutes on our clock. Last call blue, which is in the second place right now. Oh, blue and yellow, nearly gone. So blue and yellow will be the first to sell out, then followed by the red, then followed by the black. We've never done those colors before, so you are seeing those first. And it's interesting because Sharper Image, when you read what people are saying online, they have delivered an action cam that is rivaling some of those $300 and $400 versions. I mean, that's the truth of it. You know, maybe, I'm making this up, but maybe your son loves to go on a skateboard. Maybe your daughter loves to ski. Maybe you're parasailing. Maybe you're on a water slide. Maybe you love to scuba dive. Maybe you love to fish. Wherever you are and whatever you do, you can take this camera, it won't get damaged, it won't get wet, it won't get broken. It works in all these conditions. And the biggest thing, even though we've kind of spoken to it, before these do go, I just want to stress, you do not have to buy anything else. When you go to buy some of these other brands, you buy it, oh, you want the mount for the mountain bike? Yeah, it's another $30. Oh, you want the waterproof case? That's another $35. It's all included. So when you really start to add up dollar for dollar, Joe, it is a sensational value on a gift that they will all love. It's ageless.
It's everything you need too. When you talk about those clips, we showed that waterproof, that life-proof clip, the bicycle mount clip, which is really a bar mount clip, so you can mount it to any type of bar. It's that ultra-wide 130-degree angle, so you're capturing all the footage. It has that wireless sensor in it as well, so you can connect it to your phone, but it also includes every single, I mean, this is truly the big benefit, is that you get every single mount, whether you're mounting it to a helmet, to your shirt, it has that mount that's on there too. It's in that life-proof case, then you can take it off and switch it from one to the next. You've got it. Now, if you want to record underwater, I haven't showed any of that yet, but when you take it underwater, it's just like there in real life, because you're capturing that 4K. Here's my daughter, we're at the water park, she decides to go underwater, and I don't have to do anything, just dunk the camera underwater, and it's got it. But what I love about it is because it's truly so small and so compact that I'm taking this everywhere. And you don't have to take 60-minute clips. No. You can just take quick little clips of my kids that were just splashing around, having fun. So you have these amazing little highlight reels that you're taking. So now, you know, my daughter splashes me, I put it under the water. Yeah. My son loves to, he hates the waterfall, so, you know, he puts a thing over his head. So then we capture the entire water park, just one little quick shot. But the thing is, it's one after the next, after the next. I don't have to say, oh, where's my camera? Let me turn it on, let me get it started. I push one button, and it records that memory, and then I push it again and it stops it, and I don't have to worry about what did I record, do I get the shot, because with Sharper Image, most action cameras, let me take it out of my case just for a second, most action cameras, what they end up doing is, you hit that record button, you don't know what you shot until you get it home. Now with this one, as soon as you capture that memory, you see it right there, because most action cameras don't have a display until you start paying $400 or $500 for it. Now I've got a display, I can see exactly what it is, but notice how small it is. I literally walk around the amusement park, I walk around the house, I walk around vacation, just by holding it like this. I don't have to worry about having it and it's being something big, obtrusive. It fits in your hand. You push that one button, you're always capturing those amazing memories.
Folks, we are very busy, very busy. Please be patient. I promise we're going to get to you. Doris in Texas just ordered one. Sharon in Ohio, thank you. Stephen in Mississippi, we see you. Juanita in Georgia, I'm sure you've shopped with us before. Thank you so much. Who got the blue? Who got the red? Or maybe who got the yellow? The black is fantastic as well. Oh, okay. So if you want the yellow, blue is still the most popular. The yellow is nearly gone. They're kind of rivaling each other right now. Monday night show, blue versus the yellow. I can tell you from what's on, I mean, on the hot list or on the hit list of what people want, action cams are so good. And I think the reason why a lot of us don't buy it is because they are so expensive. We're gonna share all these videos on Facebook. We're gonna share them all on YouTube. We're gonna take video wherever we go. And it's not big or cumbersome or complicated.
Right.
I mean, Joe, you know how many people stopped us when we were at Disney and asked us, well, what is that? How are you doing it?
Right.
This is your new camera.
This is it. I mean, this is your go-to. I took it out of the pocket. car, out of my pocket. Adam saw a little phone booth. He wanted to go walk into it. I said, all right, get over there, Adam, I'll take your picture. And in a split second, I'm recording that video. I don't have to worry about pulling it out of my backpack. It's right there, and I can capture that amazing footage, and you can see it right there. Now, if you want, as soon as you plug this in, we give you the memory cards, we give you everything that you need. You just click on the button, and then automatically will upload that video. So my daughter, she was inside, so even in low light situations, you're able to record and see what's going on. She's practicing her hula hoops, and I can capture her in that ultra wide angle. So inside, outside, or even if you want to go on a water slide in the snow, in the sand, you feel like you're right there because it's that ultra wide 130 degree. And most action cameras record in 1080p. This records in full K quality, so you're getting the best that's out there. And normally, action cameras start at $200–300. Then you start buying all the different accessories. All the popular accessories are included, including the waterproof case, the mud-proof case, the sandproof case. You also have the bar mount, the bicycle mount, the helmet mount. You can mount it to your scooters. You can mount it to your motorcycle. You can mount it to your skateboard. You can mount it to your jet ski. You can just hold it like I am right there, and it keeps it nice and steady. This is the best way to relive all those memories you're going to take.
You could tell Joe is a passionate guy.
I love it. It's changed it.
But I want you to know, this man has messaged me and texted me more times about this.
So this is phenomenal, because as a dad, I'm always the one, Adam, that's in charge of carrying things.
I know you are.
I love carrying this. This is my favorite.
I know you are. But folks, this is that modern day solution. You know, back in the day, we'd carry these like, 20-pound, 30-pound big camcorders. And then you need the extra battery pack because it would always run out. This will be met and received with such a warm reaction. They are going to have a blast. Kids and grown-ups, whether you're active, whether it's just for vacation, it's brilliant. And I will say this, I think there's a lot of parents that don't want to get the kids the $300 version because they are scared to death they're going to break it.
You're right.
For $89.95, it is such an easy price point to say, you know what, I'm going to give this a go.
You absolutely want to do it. And here we are on that amusement ride. I'm just holding it right there in my hand. And I'll show you just one more second, because Adam talked about giving this to your kids. I've got this one little video. There it is right there. I actually give the camera all the time to my daughter. My daughter shot this video. This is her having fun with her friend on the slide. And then I'm not even doing it. She's the one that's controlling it. So when you give your kids, this is such an easy thing because it's one touch of a button.
Stay in the ordering process for yours. Let me quickly show you the colors and then we've got to wrap it up. Monday night show blue, nearly gone. Final couple hundred. The red is very popular, but you know, yellow is in kind of lead place right now. We have never had colors before launched right now for the first time ever. Black, blue, red, yellow. Leave a review on this one. And remember, if you don't love it, you return it. But I am so darn confident you're going to go head over heels for this one. Joe, thank you, my
Adam,
friend.
thanks for having me.
It was worth the wait. Great, great product. On the way next, Mr. Aaron Berger is here. He is the grand finale, and it looks like